Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I let it begin by giving all praises, glory, and honor unto YAHAWAH, BaHaShem, YAHAWASHI, BaHaShem, HaRakakwadash. Our double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, to all the dedicated brothers out there that's giving their due diligence and serving Yahweh through his only begotten son, YAHAWASHI, in sincerity and truth. All right. Again, I like to say shalom, shalom. All right, today's topic I like to touch on believe not every spirit, because there's bug outs out there, people with like real life mental health issues, man. People with nothing better to do than to scoff. Scoffers out there, false teachers, false prophets. It's weirdos out there, people that get their jollies off and get their kicks off by slandering, by try to ruin somebody else's life for no good reason. Just being a complete demon. There's bug outs out there, so you can't believe every spirit. You gotta understand. You gotta understand who you're learning from. You gotta peep out the patterns. You gotta understand the patterns and the individuals that that surround you, because you understand who they learning from is because of their fruits. And how certain individuals conduct themselves. And I'm referring to the elder apostles of GMS on down, because there's structure, there's order. Nobody's gonna be out there talking about putting a sodomite to death, or choking out a woman, just the crazy shit I've been hearing, because they got there's a PSA right now going out on the GMS Somalia, a bug out, and I guess the elder from South Carolina, Elder Manata Zakba made a video on him a few months ago. I recall him saying about 7 months ago about him just to watch out for the guy. Now his surface is coming back around. This dude is obviously bugging out, talking about he's a pretty much a terrorist. So obviously that's not the spirit of the elders. That's not the spirit of who we learn from. So we understand that it can't be. So we believe that can't be. We believe that can't be. From it's stemming from the same tree. But like always, Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. I'm gonna just get straight to the precept. All right. So I quoted First John the 4th chapter, but I want to bring out giving double honors, right? There's a reason for that. People think that we're just there's a man that we have met before talking about his brown nosing or whatever. But that's order. All right, this is the book of 1 Timothy 5:17. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. But the point is, though we give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone because they rule well, right? They stood behind what the scriptures say. They didn't falsify anything. They didn't they didn't trim their ways. They didn't trim their ways of serving Yahweh Shem Yahweh to seek love from others. They kept it raw and uncut. So they rule well. So they deserve the double honors that we give them, introducing when we in the introduction, and when we end off. It's just what we do as a camp. And even though we're technically not GMS, but we're following that order. And not GMS yet, because things could happen, transpire, to the process of time, and even if you don't, you know, uh, take on the name, doesn't mean that we're not still gonna give honors to the elders and to the brothers at that, because we're all one body, man. That's what we learn from. We believe that's who has 100% truth. But point being, the elders rule well, man. They're not gonna tell you to talk about nothing crazy, nothing to break the law. First and foremost, we understand, Romans 13, going into that we have to Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and break it out. It's the book of Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of the Most High, and the powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So, meaning we got to be subject to the higher. Those are set up right now. So, if they made a law of doing this and doing that, we got to obey them laws. Because if not, we're gonna go to jail. We're gonna obey the laws to the extent that it's not breaking the laws of YAHAWAH sham Yahushua. Because we understand soon they gonna make taking the chip mandatory. That's a law that we're not gonna. At that point, we're just gonna be fugitives if that's what it comes down to. But we understand we're gonna know more as when that time presents itself. But point being though, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine, the elders labor in the word and doctrine. They're not going off. Again, they're not going to tell you to go do this and do that if it's gonna go against the scriptures. Let me bring this up. History. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 6:3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. So that's another thing that the elders is not going to do. They're not going to give offense in anything. We're not going to go out there, be brawlers, be fighters, go out there and just start, causing issues, going in front of the White House. There's other camps that do those things. We don't go out there with bulletproof vests, because that's who we learn from. They're not going to tell us, matter of fact, when scoffers come about, the elders actually advise us to go ahead and call the cops, because it's what is using wisdom, man. You got to be wise, man. You got to be wise in this thing of ours, as the elder Apostle Gabor, the words that he uses is this thing of ours. This thing of ours is very, very, very precious, man. And it takes order. Revolves around order. You can't just do whatever you want. If not, you're not going to be a part of this. That's just what it is. YAHAWASHI said, "Be harmless as a bird." Let me bring that out. The serpent. That's that Matthew 10. That's Slocky, not doves. Bear with me, Aki. I know. You know how the blue letter is. Let's just go to it. I believe it's Matthew 10. This is the book of Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So we're in enemy grounds. As sheep amongst wolves. Obviously that's a territory of enemies. That's the condition that we're in. So behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents, and harmless as doves. So that's the spirit that we need to adapt to, being harmless. But we got to use our mind. We got to use wisdom. Right? There's gonna be opportunity. There's gonna be times that's presented towards our way where danger is around. People scoffing, people want to act tough, people want to try us, press your buttons. But if you're wise and learning from who you learned from, that's why you should know them by their fruits. We're not gonna be out there starting a fight, man. The elders been there, done that. They learned from that, so they advise us not to do it, and that's proper leadership. Again, that's where you get the double honors from. But you can't believe every spirit, man. A man says he's GMS, but he's not doing the things of GMS. Just like how the scripture said, YAHAWASHI said, you say you're the children of Abraham, then do the works of Abraham, meaning have faith, because not all of them had faith at the time. All right, but point being, if that man that's so-called GMS Somali, obviously he's not. We're just gonna put it out there. He's not, because it shows by his works. You should know a man by his fruits. His works is bullshit. He's saying all the wrong things. It don't add up, and that's literally to get the ministry blame. And that's the things, and that's the time that we're in right now. Right? They're gonna try to find a way to try to demonize this truth, demonize the those that's actually doing the right things. You know, that's why the scriptures talking about woe to them that call evil good and good evil. They trying to call, you know, those is actually doing good evil, starting from the purest, starting from the 100% truth. I was gonna say the purest doctrine, but starting with the elders of GMS, because obviously they got the truth, man. So they're gonna start off with them. They're not saying that about no other camps, you know, because they gonna try to find a way. Because, you know, ultimately Esau Edom knows who got it. He has documents of everything, man. Right? He knows who got the truth. He could care less about all these other camps. That's why the target is the elders. But again, you can't believe that spirit, man. Because again, the elders is advise as well. You got to know who you learning from, man. Right? Because this is from Yahawashi's words himself, and this is what we live by. Not taking vengeance on your own, not rendering evil for evil. If possibly leave peacefully with all men. So like, I know I'm saying it wrong. You know, I'm not eloquent in my speech, Salaki Hakim, but you know, brothers know what I'm talking about. You got to leave peaceably with all men, if possible. You know, we understand you're gonna be mad, you're gonna be vexed, but you're not gonna just take arms and just start wilding out like a damn animal. You know, this is order. This thing of ours requires order. You're gonna wait for Yahawah Shem Yahushua, man. We're not here to take manners on our own. All we're here to do is to preach. Talk about what the Bible's talking. If it's not about the scriptures, we don't talk about it. We understand we bring a lot of things to light that's happening in the world, but the Bible talked about it before that even happened, and it just shows you what time and what condition and where we're at in prophecy. You know, that we're the condition that we're in right now, right? But again, you know, you can't believe everything that's being said by every individual because they're gonna try to slander. You know, what is that? Spies. Because there's one in the book of Jeremiah too. Let's just bring out the one in Jeremiah. You can't believe every brother. Because anybody that just says he's an Israelite, you just can't believe him. This is the book of Jeremiah 9, verse 4. Take heed, ye. So I could take ye heed every one of his neighbor. And trust ye not in any brother. Somebody's going to come to you talking about Shalom. Oh, GMS this, GMS that. That's you can't, you got, you know, you got to be careful with people like that. For every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slanders, right? And they will deceive everyone his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongues to speak lies and worry themselves to commit iniquity. But the point is, you can't just believe everybody, man. You got to pay attention to what's going on. You got to pay attention to the patterns, the things that the elders do on down, and the things that all these pretenders is saying and trying to do. You know, it's the book of 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit. That is the title. You can't believe what everybody else is saying. There's a reason for that. But try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High. You got to see if they're actually in the spirit. Because what? Because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Right? There's many false prophets that's actually out here speaking heresies and bullshit. Hereby ye know, so I could hereby know ye the spirit of the Most High. Every spirit that confesseth that YAHAWASHI, Hamashiach, is come in the flesh of the Most High. So they got to believe in Yahawah Shem Yahushua, that he was actually here, that he actually rose. And they got to believe in the spirit, the things that he talked about. The man, you can't believe a man that doesn't go off what Yahawah said. A man talking about he's just choking out his, you know, the comments, the crazy things, man. You know, so, you know, this was just a quick lesson going into, for what I've seen, because even though it says all GMS member make a video, we're not GMS, but we follow the teachings of GMS, and you know, in the near future we could possibly be GMS, you know, if the spirit allows it. But even so, we're just, you know, from brothers that actually follow the elders and follow the brothers that's actually in the spirit. This man's spirit, that man's spirit is off, and that the things that that man is saying is off. That's absolutely not GMS. That's not what we follow. We follow the waiting to who you call Christ and waiting on him to lead lead the pack, lead the flock, lead the elect to do whatever they got to do. He said, be fishers of men, and then I'll make you hunters. But that's the point when YAHAWASHI is in the scene, and that's what we waiting on. So nobody has anything to worry about. We're not violent. We're not violent individuals. The elders on down are not violent individuals. So that, just going back into what the elders and the brothers said in the videos, this man is not a part of it, and we could contest to that because of the patterns and of what we follow. All right, so that was just a quick video. Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. I would like to end off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Habarkakwadash. Our double honors to the elder apostles and great millstone. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.